going on, guys? It's Nick, and I think I've made it like a ritual now just about every single time I do a commentary on here to throw a face cam in it, just because, like I always say, it mixes it up. And if you guys really hate that, then I'm sorry. Hopefully you don't have to listen to me too often. Hopefully I don't ruin anything for you guys. But anyways, today is a double IMR DNA bomb, which is insane. I mean, it's a double DNA bomb. Anytime you get a double DNA bomb, you know it's pretty awesome. This is by Carnage Base, guys. He is still fairly new to YouTube. I was actually just over there on his channel. You know, he's not even at 500 subs on the time I'm making this commentary, and he really does, you know, deserve a lot more than that. He's been getting some awesome gameplays, and he's starting to upload a lot more regularly, it looks like, over there, guys. So go show him some Carnage love. Let's see if we can get him near 1,000 subs by the new year, or by early January. I think he would really appreciate that, and probably just motivate him even more to upload. And like I always say, guys, the player works way harder than I do, so you guys should go show him the love. They spend hours getting these gameplays, and I spend 20 minutes making this commentary. So, you know, they deserve a lot more love than I do. So, guys, go check them out. My channel will also be linked down in the description if you do enjoy this commentary, which I hope you do. Let's get into it. Today, the first thing that I actually want to talk about is something that I had talked about over on my channel already before, and that is just like dealing with people who don't like you, or, you know, that don't agree with your position on everything. And all I have to say to that is that you're never going to be able to please every single person around you. And like I said, I did a commentary over this on my channel before, and it's tough, especially as a YouTuber. If any of you guys do YouTube, you would know. If you have a decent amount of subscribers or fans or whatever you want to call them, you're never going to be able to please what all of them want. You're going to upload something one day, and some people will like it, and some people won't. Then you're going to upload something else, and the people who didn't like this might like this, and, you know, vice versa. And it's just going to get all over the place, and you're never going to be able to please everybody. But then there's the people who just like you for you, and they support whatever you do. And I think those are the, you know, the best people to have around you. Because, for example, you know, this is something that I actually, when I was a freshman in high school, I played basketball from like when I was 6 years old all the way up until I was a freshman in high school, and it became like a big part of my life. Like, I absolutely loved basketball, but when it came to be a freshman in high school, I just did not want to play anymore. Well, actually, I did play freshman year, but I did not want to play sophomore year. I don't know what it was, but I just didn't want to play. But at the time, I was extremely scared to, you know, tell my parents, you know, break the news, because I think I was just more scared about what they would react. You know, they wouldn't support my decision, and I actually was surprised when they did support my decision. But I think it's that, like, scared fact that the people aren't going to support you, and, you know, you don't want to tell them because of that exact reason. And I have a lot of people that talk to me, you know, whether it's about a sport or whether they say they want to focus on something else over this, they're afraid that, you know, the people around them in their lives aren't going to support their decision. And all I can say to that is, you know, the people who really do care about you, they're going to support you, you know, no matter what you do, whether it's if it's related to a sport, whether you want to quit basketball to focus on video games, if that's the you know, the route you're taking. And the people who really do care about you, like your parents, they will support you with that. I mean, they might be a little shocked or a little upset at first because it's something you've done their whole life, and that's just normal to them. But then as they, you know, they realize that, they think about it, they'll be like, okay, you know, if this decision makes him happy, then it makes us happy as well. And I think that's the kind of people that you're going to always want to surround yourself with. Obviously, you know, as long as we're lucky, most of our parents will be like that. But I think the key is to find yourself, you know, with friends and, you know, other people around you who are also the same exact way. I know there's a lot of kids. When I first started making YouTube videos, perfect example, I started making YouTube videos and I was posting them. And when my friends found out about my YouTube channel, they started ripping on me. Like, I mean, I guess it's kind of just how friends are. You know, you tend to get under each other's skin a little bit, make fun of each other for a lot of stuff like that. But my friends, you know, were ripping on me. I mean, not my really good friends. They actually kind of thought it was cool, and they talked to me about it and stuff. And that's when I guess I really figured out who my good friends were, because they would actually take interest in what I was doing, while the other kids, it's not normal to them. So they're like, oh, this dude's a queer because he uploads videos on YouTube playing video games, you know, and all that stuff. And there's just always going to be those people, you know, that will not support you no matter what. And I think it's like the point that I'm trying to get across here is that, you know, you just can never make every single person happy. And that's actually why a lot of people tell me they don't start YouTube channels. They're like, oh man, I'm freshman in high school, sophomore in high school, like in 8th grade or something, and, you know, I want to start YouTube videos really bad, but I'm afraid my friends would find out about it, my family would find out about it, and they would make fun of me, and it would be really embarrassing and stuff like that. And all I have to say to them is that this is something that you're passionate about, all that it really matters is that you're pleasing yourself. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many subscribers you have, you're doing it because you love it. This is just YouTube as an example. You can use this for anything in life. But for YouTube, as the example in this video, at the end of the day, you're not doing these videos. I don't make videos. Nobody makes videos for their subscribers. While we do make it for you guys to entertain you, but we make it because we enjoy doing it. If we didn't enjoy doing it, we wouldn't put you guys through, you know, the torture of watching our videos, because there would be no enthusiasm, there would be no enjoyment. So at the end of the day, if you enjoy doing it, then you go out and do it. Regardless, throw everybody else's opinions out the window, because that's not what matters in that situation. If you want to do YouTube, just as an example, if you want to do YouTube, whether your friends and your family like it or not, go ahead and do YouTube. If you're passionate about it, I can't stress that enough. Do what you're passionate about, because there will be the people who really do support you no matter what, and that's really when you'll find out who is really there with you and who the people that you can never please really are. And that's just all I really want to talk about today, guys. A little bit of a mix-up of the time that I talked about it on my channel, a little bit different, but hope you guys enjoy the commentary. Like I said, this is a pretty awesome DNA bomb by Carnage Base, and he deserves a lot more subscribers. I mean, guys, all the people in Carnage work really hard to get these gameplays. I mean, you should see, we pound out gameplays every single day, and it's actually, you know, it's crazy the amount of work, especially the players playing. I mean, the commentators too, you know, people like me out here, but you know, everybody puts a lot of work into this clan, and we really do appreciate when you come from the clan channel over to our personal channels. And, you know, like I said, a player always puts in more work. Go check him out first, guys. But remember, follow our Twitter and Instagram, which will also be down in the description to keep up with our updates. And I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. If you did, remember to drop a like down below. And if you enjoyed the commentary, my channel will also be linked in the description. #road to 25K. Love you guys all so much, and I'll see you.